Watch how this brave MP stunned the whole Parliament with his shocking statement. In a chamber known for scripted speeches and safe sound bites, one voice cut through the noise and left MPs speechless. What did he say that rattled the front bench and silenced the Speaker? You're about to find out. But before we continue, I have one small request. If you're enjoying this deep dive into British politics, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to Britain Briefed. Believe it or not, over 98% of you watch these videos without subscribing. It's free and it keeps us digging deeper. Let's watch this clip.
I've just come off the phone talking to Tom Smith, the convener, trade union convener at the blast furnaces, on behalf of my many constituents who work in Scunthorpe next door. And my primary concern today is with the nearly 3,000 people who work in this plant. Let's be clear, we have been making the best quality steel in the world for 135 years in Lincolnshire, and we intend to go on doing it. We are not going to allow cheap, inferior Chinese steel to kill off our industry. The workers of Scunthorpe are breathing a sigh of relief. Now, we can be party political. I have to say, I thought the chair of the Business Committee made an excellent speech just now. He was positive. He talked in strategic terms. I don't know what the Liberal Democrat spokesman achieved by constantly attacking the Conservative Party in what is a very complex issue. Of course, we can be criticised because we sold this company to Jingay. Yes, I agree. But how many voices over there were speaking up at the time? And were they speaking up when Greg Clark, our business secretary, paid the wages of the Scunthorpe steel workers for many months? Were they speaking up when we saved Sheffield Forge Masters? This is a highly complex issue and we should be working together. So I support this bill. Now, I know that we can be critical of the government. Perhaps we should have acted sooner. And my honourable friend has been raising this point. I was sitting beside him when he raised it at the end of March and he called for nationalisation of this industry. But we've now got to work together to save our steel-making capacity. But this is a bit of a sticking plaster, we know that. It's quite dangerous. Quite extensive powers have been taken by government. There has to be a sunset clause. We are given unprecedented powers to government. We can criticise them for not acting sooner. But this is just a sticking plaster on a gaping wound. Let's be honest. Steel making in this country is under extreme stress. And why is that? Why are we loading the most expensive energy costs on our own steel production? Why is Scunthorpe paying almost twice as much in energy costs as in South Korea or in America? High energy prices make UK steel expensive to produce and uncompetitive versus our European counterparts. The average price paid by UK steelmakers for 24-25 was £66 a megawatt hour, compared with the German price of 50 and the French price of 43. We are making our own steel industry uncompetitive. We have to stop these green energy costs. We have to be realistic. I see that the Secretary of State for Net Zero has now left. But get real. You know, we can take it into public ownership now, but if we go on loading these costs in our industry, we will be coming back month after month, year after year. So, we will support this bill. We want a sunset clause. But we have to get real about China too. Was it not obvious for weeks, indeed for months, that this company, this so-called private company — there is no such thing as a private company in China, they're all under the cosh of the government, under an autocratic regime. What do they care about the steel workers in Scunthorpe? What do they care about our national interest? So never again, colleagues, must we allow a strategic industry like this to fall into the hands of the Chinese, the Russians, or anybody else. I'm going to give way. I'm going to finish in a moment. I've made my point. So, just try and... Oh, I'll give way to the honourable lady. Go on.
I am extremely extremely grateful to the honourable gentleman for giving way. I would just like to ask him to clarify whether he was aware that the Chinese company that is now in possession of British Steel was actually sold it by a Conservative government of which he was a part.
Well, of course I'm aware, because I've just said it. I've just admitted that it was a mistake, but I've asked everybody here, what were they saying at the time? Of course, silence. Silence! It's easy to be wise after the event, but I'm worried about my steel workers. I'm worried about their future. I'm not worried. Of course, our former leader, yes.
That was one statement they won't forget anytime soon. In a parliament often accused of dodging real talk, this MP delivered a truth bomb, and it landed. But what does it mean for the party, the public, and the power struggle ahead? If you found that as jaw-dropping as we did, let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to Britain Briefed for more unfiltered moments from Westminster and beyond. We're here to hold power to account, and your support keeps us going. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next political showdown.